Welcome to Forever Wild, the environmental education TV show in Horry County, South Carolina. Today we have a special event for you called Baby Animal Day, and we're standing here with Miss Erin Smith right here on the back of this pretty horse to kind of show off the start of Baby Animal Day. Erin, what's this horse's name? Fat Baby? Fat Baby. Okay, so we're going to start off with Erin and Fat Baby right here to start off Baby Animal Day. It's going to be a fun, adventure-packed day. We hope you come and enjoy it with us. We've got lots of different exhibits and people to thank and volunteers at the end. And so let's all go enjoy Baby Animal Day, station to station. See ya.
Michael, this is my assistant Eddie over here, and we're going to introduce you to some of the Roadkill. This is called Roadkill. And you ever been driving along the side of the road, or driving along with your parents actually, and you look on the side of the road and you see a little raccoon or something, like it's kind of sleeping, it looks like, right? It's kind of dead. And what we do is we gather those animals and we bring them here so that we can educate you guys about some of the wildlife within South Carolina. Now, any of these guys can be found within woods right here. You even missed a scary bobcat over there, so be careful. You can pet this bobcat right here. You know, he's kind of harmless. If you see Mr. Bobcat out there, I wouldn't get too close to him. Yes, sir. A possum? No, that's not a possum. This guy right here? Or this guy? No, these are foxes. What I have everything divided up into 3. Yes, sir.
Is that a bobcat right there?
That's a bobcat. We're going to get to Mr. Bobcat in 1 second. Let's show Mr. Bobcat. Yes, ma'am.
Bobcats can run fast and get active.
They can run faster than you. If you're ever with a friend and you're getting chased by one, just make sure you're faster than your friend and you'll be all right.
I can't outrun a bobcat.
Huh?
I can't outrun bobcats.
No, you can't. Like I said, just make sure you're faster. You got somebody around or trip them or something. You don't want to be last in that race. All right, now I got these guys divided up into what we call herbivores. This is an omnivore, and these are carnivores. Now, herbivores. These guys eat like plants and nuts, acorns, pecans, whatever, grass, flowers, any kind of vegetation. All right. Corn. All right, corn. Corn's great, cream or whatever. Now this guy, actually we'll go to, these are the carnivores. Now these guys eat meat. So these guys eat any of these guys, okay? Oh. Yeah, it's a very sad thing, Now this guy right here, he's called an omnivore. And he can go either way, all right? So pretty much it's like, say you're at McDonald's, all right? You guys like Mickey D's, like the Happy Meals? All right, these guys, all they can eat is the French fries. They don't like the chicken nuggets, even if they're all white meat nuggets. They don't like the cheeseburgers, Big Macs, none of that. This guy, he can have the Happy Meal, he can have a bite of the cheeseburger and a couple of fries. It won't hurt him at all. These guys, they just want the Big Mac. They want the double quarter pounder. That's it. They don't want any fries, nothing like that. Maybe they'll get a drink, supersize or whatever, but that's it. No.
Will you pick him up?
Pick who up? This guy? I can pick. You want to pick him up for me? All right. Speaking of this guy right here, you guys notice the coloration on this guy? It's got like a little reddish, little brownish. Versus the coloration on this guy right here. All right. What color is this right here? This little grayish, brownish.
Grayish and brown.
So this is a fox right here. What kind of fox did you say this was? So we call it gray fox. All right. And this is his cousin, the red fox. And with this coloration, this is called camouflage right here. All right. And what this does is this camouflage, huh? Oh yeah, it'll hurt you. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't, go patting him out there. You can pet him right here though. I'll protect you. All right. Now we have the gray fox and the red fox. Now what this coloration, this camouflage does, is it allows him to blend in with his environment. So when you're out there, you can't see Mr. Gray Fox. He's kind of invisible. Well, you can't see him, and neither can Mr. Squirrel, which is the deer, which is bad news for them, all right? So this allows him to not be seen by you, me, or these guys over here. So this is what allows him to get dinner, okay? Bambi can't see Mr. Fox coming and it's adios. All right? Same thing with this guy. It's camouflage, but, you know, in a different environment, you know? I mean, wherever kind of vegetation is out there, which, you know, there's going to be a lot of red plants or whatever. I mean, this guy's going to kind of blend in with that vegetation, and he's going to be invisible in his environment also. All right. Now, put Mr. Fox right here. He's kind of tired. Okay. Now over here, guys, notice the kind of speckles, or actually kind of freckles. Anybody here got freckles? Raise your hand. Freckles. Okay, that's your camera. You do, and I can't even see you. Camouflage. Just the same. Well, this is his camouflage. All right? These speckles, these allowed him to blend in within his environment because just like Mr. Fox doesn't want to be seen, Bambi doesn't want to be seen by Mr. Fox. All right? So this pattern and this, you know, coloration and this allows him to be invisible to Mr. Fox. All right, now you see his ears? Let me see you guys wiggle your ears without using your hand. Let me see you kind of can't. It's kind of hard, right? All right. Well, Bambi ears, kind of, you know, little. They can move, all right? And what his ears allow him to do is to listen for Mr. Fox or Mr. Bobcat. He's even worse, all right? And this allows him to catch on to him so he can get away, so he can avoid being eaten. You know, he doesn't want to be that cheeseburger that day. And also, I want you to notice his eyes. See how his eyes, you guys, I want you to look at your partner, look at your neighbor. Just look into their eyes for a second. All right? They're kind of oval. They're kind of oval, okay? Well, the deer's eyes are kind of like a box, and they're on his side, right? And what that allows Mr. Deer to do is, while he's looking straight, he can actually see on both sides of him without turning his head. So he can see Mr. Fox creeping up or Mr. Bobcat creeping up without even having to turn his head. Right, so these features allow Mr. Deer to try to get away from Mr. Bobcat if he needs. All right? Now, let's see what else do we have here. I want you to notice, hey, see the noses, right? I want you to do something. I want you to take the tip of your finger, right? Get a little moist, right? Now, I want you to rub it, just kind of like, see your nose, just kind of rub it, get your nose a little wet right there, right? I want you to smell your arm, right? You guys notice the scent? That's your scent. All right. Now, all of these creatures, even Mr. Deer, when found out in the wild, their noses are wet. And what that does is that allows them to pick up on certain scents. All right. It's a Native American trick. Native Americans, whenever they were hunting, would always, you know, keep their noses wet so they could smell Mr. Bobcat or Mr. Deer, and just to kind of aid them into finding them. So, Bambi, his nose is wet. Raccoon, his nose is wet, and that allowed Bambi to smell Mr. Bobcat and Mr. Fox when they were approaching. So that was an old Native American trick. And other than that, I don't know, anybody got any questions? Yes, sir.
They look like Rudolph.
They are Rudolph, you know. Well, Rudolph's, his red nose wasn't as wet as Bambi right there. You guys want to pet Mr. Red Fox?
He's hot.
There you go. There you go. Be gentle, be gentle. He's delicate. Very hot. You guys can hold it. Yes, sir.
Why does the red fox, why is he wet and doesn't
Because, see, these guys, they kind of got hit by a little car, and Mr. Red Fox got hit by a Mack truck, and he could only do so much.
flat?
Yeah, he's very flat. He's not doing too good right now.
Where is God? Let's go back.
Yes, they're in the woods somewhere. I forgot to pick them up. I was sitting here, you guys kind of scared me. It came so fast, I could only grab, you know, I forgot his eyeballs. They're over that tree stump. Yes, ma'am.
Bobcat. Bobcat can chase you all the way home.
Yeah.
They really bad.
There, you're Miss Bobcat over here, huh? Wow.
I
Good
want
job.
a bobcat.
Huh?
I want a bobcat.
You want to hold the Bobcat? How about I let you pet Mr. Bobcat? All right. Now, hey, if you guys see Mr. Ben or Mr. Roadkill, don't tell him I'll let you do this. I'll get in big trouble. All right?
Huh?
Huh?
I like that.
Oh, I'll put Mr. Raccoon.
He's dead.
Another thing, hey, these guys, all of these guys are what we call mammals. You guys saw, you said a bat? It's called a mammal. You guys are mammals.
You scared of it?
Sir.
Oh,
You can touch. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There.
No.
Hold it.
Don't get me in trouble. Don't touch me. See, Ben? Don't touch. You didn't touch me.
You got their tails? Yeah. Look at his eyes.
All right, kids. Hey, come on, guys.
Let me hold it. Why? I'm gonna attack me.
All right. And actually,
I almost finished that
I
bomb
don't know, you guys gotta, I think you gotta go to the next station, I think. All right, guys, be a little touchy, and then you guys are gonna head to the next station. It's gonna be more exciting than this one.
Let's put it up so we don't miss it.
Hey, thank you, kids.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Rachel. I'm a coastal student, and I'm helping out the Children's Museum today. I'm going to talk to you about turtles. What can you all tell me about turtles? What do you know? On your finger? He bit you? Did it hurt? Yeah. Turtles like to bite sometimes.
I went to the beach, and they have a turtle, and they have I see that turtle.
A sea turtle? Wow. Was she laying her eggs? You saw it, huh?
Hey, look at that turtle.
What else?
Like the turtle in the water.
Yeah, sometimes they live in the water. Turtles are animals called reptiles. Do you know what makes a reptile? No, not yet.
I know it's a reptile.
What's a reptile?
A reptile is a big turtle that lives in the sea.
Yeah, turtles are reptiles, but there's also other things that are reptiles, like lizards or snakes. Reptiles are animals that are cold-blooded. That means that they don't have the same temperature all the time like we do. In order to get warm or to cool off, they have to go out in the sun and warm up, or they bury themselves in the dirt or go in the water to cool off if they get too hot. They also lay eggs. They don't lay eggs like a chicken does, though. They have soft, sort of leathery eggs. I have some eggs up here I can show you. These are sea turtle eggs. They're dried up right now, so you can't tell. But they used to look like big ovals. They got buried in the sand.
That looks turtle.
But they're from turtles, yeah. And turtles also have scales, like reptiles have scales. These are their scales right here. On their back, right. What's this part of the turtle called?
Shell.
A shell, or a carapace.
Oh, no, that's the mommy.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know how to tell.
The other one is daddy.
Maybe.
All right, let her talk.
That real?
It's real, but it's not alive anymore.
Because they got dead.
Right.
Somebody killed it.
I don't know about that. I think maybe he just died because he was
They
old.
want to go home. Do he feel gooey?
They do. They live in their shell all the time. They have ribs that are attached to their shell, just like we have ribs and a backbone. Where'd it go? Oh, thank you. Turtle eggs. These are the turtle's ribs and his backbone, and they're attached to his shell. This was his backbone, his shell, and here's his backbone. So they can't crawl out of their shells. They wouldn't live anymore if they didn't have their shells. They use them for protection. Land turtles, like this one right here, can crawl all the way inside their shells if they get scared. See, he's scared of me right now. He's mad.
Can we touch
You
him?
can't touch this one. We'll pass some other things around that you can touch. But he will go all the way inside his shell, his legs and his head and everything when he gets scared. Sea turtles don't go inside their shells
How about that?
because they can just swim away.
How about that one?
He will go part way into his shell. But
Have a seat.
he lives in the water,
Carry on.
so he can just swim into the water. If he's in trouble, he can run away. He'll sit on a log or a rock outside of his pond or his river, and he'll slide into the water if he's scared, and he'll get out of the way. How big do you think a turtle can get?
Big.
Big? How big?
Big.
Yeah, really big.
Big old head.
Yeah, they do have that big old head. That means they're really big. This is probably from a baby turtle here, and this is really small, but they can get really, really big. Bigger than this turtle even, up to 6 feet long. That's a big, big turtle. Those are sea turtles. I don't know. It must have decomposed.
He got dead.
He did. His skeleton. It's his skull. Right.
A shark could eat them.
Maybe, yeah. Sea
But
turtle.
they can't eat their shell.
Nope, they don't eat the shells. That's their protection. That's the sea turtle's protection.
If he tried to bite it, one of their teeth. They spit the shell.
Their feet are different depending on where they live. Where do you think turtles live?
In the sea.
In the sea? In water? Where else?
Ocean. In the pond.
In the pond? In the dirt. Very good. They live everywhere. He's not sleeping. See, he's moving all around. This is a turtle that only lives in the forest or in the dirt, and his feet are different from this turtle. Can you see how they're different?
Yeah.
His front feet are the same, but his back feet are different. What do you think this turtle uses his feet to do?
Move.
Move? Yeah?
I know because he can use his back when he does this, he can move his back.
Right. Where do you think he lives then? He lives in the water. See how his feet are webbed so he can swim through the water? His feet are normal. They're flat, like this turtle, because he walks on the land. He doesn't need to swim in the water like other turtles. He's mad? What do you call a turtle that only lives on the land?
A land turtle.
A land turtle or a tortoise? How old do you think a tortoise could live to be? Pretty old? Do you remember how old the turtle was in Finding Nemo? He was a sea turtle, but they can live pretty old.
I think it was 56.
56? He was 150 in the movie. I don't think they live to be that old. But they'll live to be pretty old.
I seen a big turtle when that little turtle.
What little turtle? This little turtle?
Puppies, you're asking questions but not giving her a chance to answer. We need to show respect.
What do you think the legs of a sea turtle look like? They're webbed, sort of. They're flippers.
Dirty.
They're not dirty. They're in the water. They're completely different from these feet. They're flippers, so they can swim through the water. Do you think turtles are slow?
I think the house.
Yeah? No? This one is. Right.
That one named.
You're absolutely right. This one is slow. He can walk kind of fast. But see him walking? He's slow compared to a sea turtle. Sea turtles can swim really, really fast because they use their big flippers. He's not scared of me, so he doesn't want to go in his shell.
Ready for them to get up? Or?
That's fine, yeah. Do you want me to pass around some stuff so you all can see it? All right, I need you to sit back down then.
Back away from her table. Back up.
They like to eat plants or all kinds of stuff. They're called omnivores. Their jaws crush the stuff that they get in their mouth. They'll take a big bite out of a jellyfish or maybe a oyster or some plants, and they'll rip it off and they'll eat it. You want to hold this?
Oh my God.
Hold on to the bottom too. The bottom will come off. Be very careful. Take turns. Do you have some questions for me about turtles? Tell me what you remember from their feet.
This guy, he ate me up.
Where does this turtle live?
On the land.
On the land. Do you remember what his feet look like when he lives on the land? Slippers? Kind of like an elephant foot. Remember? Big feet, big thick legs and flat feet, kind of like an elephant, so they can walk around on the land. Look at how his feet, if I can get him to come out, are different because he lives in the water. See, he has webbed feet, so he can swim around in the water. Andrew.
Can we touch it?
You can't touch it, no. Yeah, they are kind of sharp. He has claws so he can grab onto the grass, the dirt, so maybe if he wants to get out of the water, he can get up and catch a worm or something to eat. You come this way and show him you. You can't pet him, no, but you can look at him. No, not even on top. He's called a yellow-bellied slider because he lives up on in a pond on maybe a log or a rock, and he'll slide into the water if he gets scared. Okay, good morning.
Can everybody say good morning? Good morning. All right, we're having a awake crowd this morning. What we are going to do is we're going to talk about a form of recycling. My name is Miss Catherine, and I work at the Solid Waste Authority. That's a really big word for where all of your trash goes. You guys know instead of throwing something in the trash can, we want to recycle it. This is a little different form of recycling. Since we're outside and it's such a pretty day, we're going to recycle things that are outside. So if you look at what you're sitting on, some little leaves and grass and sticks and twigs, that's what we're going to recycle. It goes through a process, and after a few months, it starts to decompose, and it looks like the pile we see over here. This is compost. It's a really thick, rich, nutrient dirt. Like you hear everybody telling you, eat your greens, eat your vegetables, eat your fruits. You guys hear that? So you'll grow big and strong? You hear that? Well, this is going to be compost, makes the plants grow big and strong. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some of our compost. We're going to plant, these are some beans. After we plant them, we want to make sure that they stay moist so they can grow real strong. So we're going to take some mulch. And this is chopped up trees and chopped up wood. So we're going to take some big handful of compost. We're going to go to the back, and we'll have someone back there to help you. We're going to take one of the beans. We're going to push it down in there. We're going to cover it up. Then we're going to come over here and grab a big handful of the mulch. We're going to put it on top to cover it up to make sure that our beans can grow big and strong. We already have a few zucchini out there. Now we're going to have some beans, and during the course of the day, we're going to plant a lot of other things. So maybe next time when you come back, we'll have a full garden, maybe some pretty flowers, some different vegetables and stuff. Once again, all from recycled grass, trees, sticks, leaves. So if we can have, we can about 2 up at a time here. You 2 guys want to come on up? Yeah. Actually, going back to the back. Yeah. Come on, have some volunteers. We've taken regular grass, sticks, trees, had them recycled into the compost, and we use those to plant. Once again, that's helping our environment by adding more plants. Now, when you go home today, we've got some little treats for you. Have some activity books. Has different little puzzles and games and coloring. Good, I see some happy faces. There's one catch, though. I'm going to give them to your teacher, and you have to be good all day long. Can you guys do that? Yeah. And in front, we have a little flyer for your teachers to help out if they have any recycling questions. And I'm going to pass these on. You guys have been really good today, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Part of the main part of our school recycling.
Oh, great. What school are you guys from?
Laura Smith.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that Loris has a very good program for recycling. So you guys collecting phone books? Yeah, you're collecting a lot of phone books. You guys collect a lot, and maybe you can...
What do you guys do on Wednesday? They gather newspapers. That's right. Magazine papers and separated.
Great, great.
Really hard on Wednesday.
Well, thank you. So not only do you see the recycling in your schools, it's a little different. This is we're outside. We wanted to do something that was nice and outside. So we've got the compost. Great. Now we'll pass this on.
We were saying about the soil. You know,
And I believe the other stations are ready for you guys.
remember how
We are live in concert today. This month's species of the month is baby goats. Okay, we're going to be looking at the baby goat. And this is a little girl goat here, a little bitty manny. And little goats are called kids for all you kids out there. So that's kind of what we're named after, I guess, as little goats like this. They're an ungulate. An ungulate means that they walk around on their toes. They've got 2 toes out here in the front, just like this, that they can split open like that, and they walk right on the tip of their toes. Woo, buddy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you, darling. I'm sorry. You be easy now. I got you. It's okay. It's okay. They've got big old floppy ears that are really good. They can directionally hear a lot of different directions. They have got the ability to eat anything, including, believe it or not, metal objects. They can eat whatever comes across their path, any kind of plant, animal, whatever. They prefer plants, but they can eat just about whatever they want. There's an old story of a goat eating boots out there, eating old tires. There's lots of unique stories about what goats can eat. But their preferable foods are short-lying grasses like this. That's kind of what they like more than anything. They love to eat corn if you've got it around your house. So most farmers feed them corn. See there? Oh, she's a little scared to be eating right now. These goats just got ran all over the place by our volunteers here. They went out and caught this goat running every which way but loose in our farmer's field next door. And how is it to catch these goats? Is it hard?
That man had to catch it for us.
Did he?
It's
Richard had to catch it.
I don't know that man.
Really?
he caught
Golly.
it for us, and then we had to carry it. They're not that
And it
heavy.
kicked
but-
us in the face.
Did it kick you? Did it, sometimes they have mess on them, and you get that on you too. Goats are an adventure. Goats are adventurous animals. They're cool. But little kids love goats, and they love to pet them, and they'll follow you around like you're their parent. If you raise one from a child, they're really a neat little animal while they're young, for sure. Especially this age, cute as they can be. Baby goats. Anything else anybody wants to know about a baby goat?
What type of goat is
it? What type of goat is it? What type? Do you know what kind of goat it is?
the goat?
I believe this is a nanny. I believe this one's a little nanny. That's your Billy over there with the horns. There's your little nanny right here.
Man is a Billy and
Male is the Billy and the female is the nanny. Exactly.
The male because of horn.
Exactly. And that little one over there has got the horns. That's the Billy. The girls do have little bitty horns, but only when they get older. You know, the males have got big old long horns. But anyway, that's this month's Species of the Month. Hope you enjoy Baby Animal Day, and we'll see you next time. Bye. We'd like to thank all of our proud sponsors of Baby Animal Day, which include Conway Feed and Grain, Graham Brothers Feed and Supply, and Loris, as well as the Horry County Conservation Foundation and Horry County Schools and the Solid Waste Authority. We'd also like to thank all of our nice volunteers that helped today, and we couldn't have done this without you. Thank you for watching Playcard Baby Animal Day. Hope you enjoyed it. Everybody say, listen, Playcard Baby Animal Day rocks. Are you ready? On count three. 1, 2, 3, go. Playcard Baby Animal Day rocks. Way to go. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Boom.